Hi, ladies and gentlemen. You are welcome to DTC Official once again. Here we have only conversations that are inspired by our society. We also have human potential development conversations. And today, I'm here with an amazing personality who is in the field of development and youth and gender advocacy, as well as the first female chairperson of the Association of Past Executives of the Ashanti Regional Student Representative Council. We're going to have a very beautiful conversation, but before we delve on, kindly subscribe to this channel, like this video, and make sure you share this to somebody who needs to hear whatever we are discussing here today. And I would love to read what you think in the comment section below. Hi, please, you are welcome to DTC Official GH.
Thank you, Amin. Thank you so much. It's
All
an
right.
honor to be here.
So Michelle Ankra Pambour is a development worker. She is the chairperson for the APEC Ashanti region, and she works more with youth and women in that space. You seem to wear many hats as a development worker, gender advocate. Uh, you've been a project uh, manager. How do you juggle all these things? Also, on top of it, as a first female chairperson of the APEC.
Okay, thank you so much. I want to say a big thank you for the opportunity. Initially, I thought that, see, I cannot say that it has been easy. Yes, because usually, sometimes you just be there, then there's a project you need to attend to. So within a week, I plan, okay, this week I need to have A, B, C, D done, and I go for it. I cannot say it's been an easy way to juggle all the hats that I wear, but I know that I love project management. I love to put a project or a program in mind and say, let's go for it. So if it's up and we need to do it, we get it done. Whatever that means, we just get it done. Yes.
All right, that's amazing. She's always up to the task. Let me summarize it in that manner. Um, your work in the development space. We are in a country where, or a continent where there seem not to be so much resources available for youth and whatever the projects they want to pursue. It has led to brain drain. A school of thought also calls it brain gain. People think that we are losing our talent to the Western world. Do you think we have what it takes to maintain these talents and harness them? Or you think it is a brain gain and so traveling gives people exposure and so they should travel for 20 years, 30 years and come home 5 years to probably start something?
Your question is into, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is it a brain gain or is it a brain drain? Okay. So let me talk about the brain drain. We have all it takes in the country. All it takes in the country. The challenges are our basic, the fundamental basic education we have in the country. I'm sure when you were starting school, you were taught how to write CV. You were taught how to apply for a job. And so naturally, every young child growing up think that when I'm working, when I start school, when I finish school, I need to start and look for a job. It is not imbibed in us that whilst you are in school, you start to think that I can start my own business. I can go into farming. Farming is supposed to look like a poor job for people.
Yes.
Exactly. So the youth would complete school and think that naturally, if I don't get a job, then there's no resource in the country for me. But there are. You can go into farming, you can go into fisheries, you can go into whatever it is you want to go into, you can. But then it is the basics. We are not taught entrepreneurship. We are not taught business. We are taught to wear the white collar shirt and sit down. So that is that brain drain. We have what it takes here. We can get it done. Now let me talk about the brain gain. It depends on the time you want to travel. If you want to travel like when you are in 35 going to your 40, how many years are you going to get the exposure to gain some money to come back? Yes, and in Ghana, I'm sure the youth age is 35, some say it's 40.
Yes.
So,
Recently, I think they are bringing it around 35
yes,
thereabout.
according to the UN, it's supposed to be 35, but then some people think it's 40. But the moment you are clocking 40, getting to your 40, 45, you are no more a youth. If you go to a country like UK, it's difficult for you to say you are going to amass certain wealth to come back. So it depends on the time you want to travel. Exposure is very important because you and I probably learned a few things when we traveled outside
Outside.
our region. Maybe
Yes.
you went to Accra if you were in Kumasi, or you went to Tamale, or you understand what I mean.
Yes.
So exposure is important. But how long do you want to be exposed to what? What do you want to be exposed to? And what is the plan to come back or not? Because trust me, there are people who have lived in Ghana and made it. They didn't even travel because now exposure is on the internet. You can read everything you want to. Some want to experience it. So yes, you can go and experience it, but what is the plan?
What is the plan? I think most people are traveling, they want to travel out of frustration or whatever. So I think the question, what is the plan, is very key. Now let's look at it this way. People believe that our environment or our society is not rewarding enough, in the sense that school prepares you for work, school prepares you for the life after. But when you complete school and then you zoom into the life after, whatever you are doing, there seem not to be this kind of acknowledgement, that I don't know how to put it, but people feel like the society owes them some kind of
Acknowledgement for
acknowledgement,
what?
some kind of reward for whatever the service they render to our culture or our society. And so they say that the environment is not rewarding enough. I would like to use this example. I know you've watched the movie The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind.
Yes, I have.
You realize that this guy was in an African environment and built this. But quickly he was given a scholarship to abroad to go and master whatever that he was able to do by himself. And right after the scholarship, although he came back to, but I realized that the environment out there is very rewarding, in the sense that once you show receipt of what you are capable of, you get the support. Day in, day out, we see people inventing stuff within our community, but there seems to be no. So this is what people think. What do you say, or what do you think the society must do?
Huh. Okay. You've reminded me of last year, we went for Education Week, yes, under the Ministry of Education. And I saw wonderful inventions by young people, senior high school students, wonderful inventions. And I was asking them, are they on social media? That was the first question I asked them. And the answer was no, they just created one. Then the second was, so is the government aware of what you are doing? Because you have come for a Ministry of Education program. They said yes. Okay, so have you been able to receive some partnerships and what have you? Because what they had created was you could check your BP and all of that within a particular second or minute. Yes, and it was young people. And they said, yes, but madam, we are not getting people to come around. So I agree with you, there's no reward in there. And if he or she gets the opportunity to travel, they would want to travel and probably invent over there. Exactly. I think that we need to start looking out for these inventions and innovations. We need to be intentional. There's supposed to be a system that rewards it. Okay, so in this school, what can you do as a school? Now, I've realized some schools are able to farm in their senior high school. Yes,
Yes.
it initially wasn't there. What are we rewarding them with? So that other schools will emulate that. These children I'm talking about, they are doing something, but there's no system to find these people. We are just there, just thinking that we are working. So if there's no system, they feel it's not worth it. What you're doing right now, okay? If one of us do not report or tell somebody who is bigger in a big fish that, oh, we know this guy, he's doing this, he's doing great, I think that we should give him some support. My dear, you will do this for years. You will do this for years and there's no reward. And one day you go like, okay, I think I'm done in Ghana. I want to travel to the
Trouble.
US.
Yeah.
And you'd go to the US, you work with a group of people and they want to support you. What can we do to help? What can we do to help? And they would help you. System is hard here and the support is not there. And if you get the support, you feel like it is not enough. So sometimes you become entitled. You feel like, why are you not helping me? It is because there's no proper system here. There's no proper system here to detect that this person is doing great. If this person is doing great, what can we do to help? So even when they find the greatness, there's no system to support. So they can give you, okay, oh, take 1 million.
Exactly.
Then it's there.
It's there. Instead of probably putting in systems that will, you
Exactly.
know,
Build
project
you
or
up,
build you.
project you. So if you are doing this, can we get him cameras? Can we put him on the system? Can we share his platform to a lot of people? This young man is projecting people. What can we do to help? So in 4 years, we are asking, how are you doing? In 1 year, we are asking, we want to know if you are progressing. But there's no system to check.
That leads me to, in fact, I've been in the entrepreneurship ecosystem for quite a long time and realize that people win grants, people win all these sort of financial assistance, and there is no proper monitoring to make sure that whatever the purpose of the grant that was given to the person is being used for that and basically it. So I think that is where we lack. Now, going into your work with the youth as the chairperson of the Association of Past Executive of the Student Representative Council. Personally, I'm from Ashanti region.
Okay.
In 2012, I was part of the ARSRC LG group and LG group.
Okay.
Yes. So you kind of see that the Ashanti region is well structured. That is how we are able to produce leaders from every top level, from nooks to parliament and all that. We are able to keep all these track records. What is the Ashanti region doing that you think other regions are not doing? And I know APEC plays a supervisory role
Yeah.
for the Student Representative
Yeah.
Council. Is there a way you can collaborate of with the other regions to have a structured leadership for students at the high school level, or probably a national thing for the students?
Yeah. It's been a worrying topic. And we have a national student platform. Yes. However, it's not as vibrant as the Ashanti. And I think Ashanti, the difference has been that there's been a structure and a system that has been running for over 2 decades. So no matter who you think you are, if you find yourself in that position, you need to deliver. That is who we are. And in my position, for example, if there's a regional coordinator, it doesn't matter the relationship we have, you need to deliver. When you are done, you go, somebody else come. We will make sure you deliver. That's Ashanti. I think that's been the difference. In the other regions, some of them may have APEC, but it might not be as vibrant as ours have been. And ours, we don't give anybody anything. If you see the projects that we did, we don't give you anything. We just say we are doing this project and you need to come. It would surprise you how they come.
The volunteerism,
Exactly.
the
That's
willing to
to
volunteer.
volunteer to come and help. We went to Offenso, they all came, all the way to Offenso,
I
they
saw the
came.
pictures.
We are recently evaluating local SRCs. They are trooping in. We are done. We are going to do monitoring and control. They are coming. Old people who are running businesses, they are coming. And I think it is the willingness. And I know a coordinator started trying to rekindle the love in the other regions. I think that it's about time we try again. We tried last year, and maybe the structure wasn't put well, or maybe I don't know. But I think we need to first of all evaluate again to find out how. Maybe we start with one region, Eastern region, evaluate. Then we start with the students groups there. We look for their APEC because that's the most
Exactly.
important.
The APEC will
Yes,
drive
yes,
the.
it is the APEC. Greater
That's
Accra used to be very vibrant too because Okuzeto Ablapa was on it.
oh
Exactly. But then I do not know why they are not as vibrant as they used to be. But I think we can still put in the work, evaluate and um, put them together and see if the APEC can come around
All right.
to monitor and supervise them. I think we can do something about it. I don't want
Sure.
to make promises.
So let me remind you that you are still watching DTC Official GH, my interview with the first chairperson, first female chairperson of the APEC Ashanti region. Kindly don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I still want to know what you think in the comment section. Now, this is probably not going to be my last but two questions. Um, in terms of discipline within our senior high schools, these days you walk around the streets and you see students dressed in all manner of appearance. And when we were going to school, till today, I don't fancy Otofista. How do they even call it?
I know, sagging pants.
Yes. Till today, I don't fancy it.
Mhm.
I don't fancy bushy hair
Yeah.
because I think appearance, the kind of training we got back there
Yeah.
was so strict, and it will kind of force you to do the right thing.
Exactly.
But these days we are in an era of my right, children rights, and all those kind of stuff. People think that discipline in our senior high schools are diminishing. As the chairperson of APEC, have you noticed this? And is there any way we can probably solve this situation? Because when you meet students, high school students out there, it's not encouraging.
Okay, so the discipline we used to face when we were in school, we cannot apply that same discipline now. And the reason is simple. Initially, we're not exposed too much to a lot of internet, what goes on the internet. Now, students bring guns to school. Why? They bring guns because they are exposed to a lot of men gunning men or people fighting, whatever it is on the internet. It is too much as compared to previously. So yes, and even that strictness that we used to have before, it has been diminished. So you can just imagine how worse it is. People used to still dress bad during our
Yes.
time. People used to, I mean, all the things we are seeing, it was there, but it has escalated. And I think that if we do not take things into our hands and start giving some strict discipline in our schools, our children would face worse. I fear for our children because now it is no longer about peer pressure. Your child can actually just sit in the home alone with you and still be pressured to wear whatever she wants to wear, take a gun, insult whoever they want to insult, because now you cannot control even the internet. So it goes all the way to digital censorship, where we are censoring our digital system, where we are making teachers feel proud of themselves, what they are supposed to do, where teachers and headmasters know that this is the right thing for us to do, where parents are in support, where parents understand. And it is not always about beating the child. No. These days, these children, when you sit down with them and let them understand what is going on, some of them, they understand. So can we start from there? Can we have conversations where parents are also an example to their children? Because if you are not an example, if we train your child whatever it is in the school, you fight us.
Exactly.
I'm sure you had mates who were dressing the way you
Yeah,
are
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about.
Plenty,
They have
numerous.
children now.
They have children.
Exactly. They are the example to their children. They are the first example to their children. So it starts from the parents, it starts from the government, it starts from censoring our digital system, it starts from the teachers feeling confident to train our children. Because these days when you speak to teachers, it's as if, hey, no, we cannot speak about this, we cannot talk about this. So they select a few and discipline a few. And your child may be part of the ones that had not been selected.
To be
Exactly.
disciplined.
So we have to all come together, and parents especially need to be a part of it.
I remember when I was a kid, when I do something wrong, my dad will come to school and ask the teachers what are they doing, because he doesn't see what they are doing on me.
Exactly.
But these days, woe betides a teacher who will discipline somebody's child and the parents walk into the school and it's a whole lot of buhaha. So I believe on I go with the parents side a lot more. Now, would you say we have copied wrongly? Because I've been interviewing a lot of tech people, and I'm of the view that if you go onto TikTok, the kind of things they show the people in China are not the same thing they show us here. You realize that they show Chinese people innovative things, things that will enlighten them, things that will inspire them to dream. But you come down here and you realize that it is more of comedy, and I still even have problem with the comedy people are doing, because most of these comedy seems like sexual harassment or gender victimization, something like that. That is for another conversation. Do you think we have copied blindly in terms of culture?
In
As,
terms of culture.
yeah, as you said, right now people are sending guns to school.
Yeah.
We never had that.
Yes.
So do you think we have copied blindly?
I think yes. I think we have, because in America, the reason why almost every adult has a licensed gun is because of the kind of violence they have in their society. So if you are in America, it looks as if it's important you need to have a gun, okay? But in Ghana, it is not. Ghana is a very peaceful place. But because our children are looking at American movies and they see it's normal, everybody has a gun, so why can't I have a gun? And there's a lot of anger on the media. So okay, if you're angry, you can be shot. Then they are, so we have copied blindly. Yes, it goes beyond that. As you mentioned China, do you know the Chinese nursery, what they teach in the Chinese nursery is totally different from what we teach in our school?
Wow.
Yes. When you go to a Chinese nursery, they are being taught how to cook, how to clean, how to sweep, how to invent something, what they do at home. That is what they are learning in there. Yes. But then in Ghana, it is like you have sent your child to go and be nanny. Someone should just take care of your child for you. And so your child will sleep and wake up, and that's it. If you don't take care, they'll put on Coco Melon for your child to watch the whole day. But you see, the people that created it, they are not watching it.
Exactly.
You can read about the owner of Apple,
Um, um,
Bill Gates.
Bill
You
Gates.
can read about Bill Gates. Bill Gates' children, some of them, the daughter, for instance, it had to take a while before she could even access internet. Yes,
Yeah, I think Cristiano Ronaldo, when he in one of his interview, he
he
said
said it.
his son
Yes.
is not.
He trains the son. Well, if you watch the documentary of Cristiano Ronaldo, the child was trained. He's exercising every morning. He doesn't have access to the internet and all of that until probably sometimes or something.
Yeah, recently.
In Ghana, no. So it goes beyond the copying blindly, because yes, if no matter what you do, if I dress shabbily, there's somebody in my office who looks up to me and will dress shabbily. Exactly. But what is the system or censorship in my office that is stopping me from dressing shabbily? At that point there's a cap on it, so no matter who you are under that system. You don't go, if you dress shabbily, you are queried, you are punished, whatever it is. So on the internet, on TikTok, what have we censored so that our children do not even see it? But these days it is normal. It is normal to see whatever it is. It is normal to joke about sex. It is normal to joke about a woman's body. It's normal. And even women think that, some women think that it is okay for you to joke about my body.
I have a problem with
We are
that.
actually teaching our girls to believe that it is okay. If you bring this topic, I'll become very emotional. And so I think it's all about the censorship. And when you are a minister for communication, you have a lot of work to do. A lot. It's not just about data, it's a lot of work. What is out there, even us as adults, what is out there for us? What are we building in our economy? Because people, people look at what to when to post. I'm sure you
Yes,
when
yes.
and you choose when to post because
Yeah.
you look at
What
when.
time my audience are going to be online,
Do
and
your research.
what are they engaging more, so
Do
that
your
I
research.
I
You
will.
would find the times certain Ghanaians, a youth, are online and what they engage on. What it will surprise you.
It is quite it has been quite an insightful conversation. Now this will be my final question. As a development worker, as somebody who has worked with the youth and continues to work with the youth, somebody who I didn't want to go to the gender part. That is a conversation I'm not ready for.
That's okay.
So, if you were given the resources, the needed resources, as a development worker, and I know you are so much into leadership, what is the one thing that you think you will do that will serve as a domino effect? That's one particular thing that you will establish and it will affect every aspect
Every
of our
aspect of our lives. It's our mindset. It's our mindset, especially the young ones. You see, there are people they look up to who have that same mindset. So if the people they look up to have that different mindset, thinking that we need to develop our country, we are still a developing country as at 60. So if they think that we need to start thinking about innovation, entrepreneurship, it is not about dressing. It is not. It's good to look good. Don't get me wrong, but it is about producing. Can we go into the farm? If they see the president always going into the farm, some of the young people will believe that, yeah, farming is good. If they see John Dumelo, for example, he's into farming, you see that a lot of young people are beginning to believe that, yes. If they see Fela Makafui, I've seen a lot of young people look up to her. They see that now she does certain things in certain ways, which I think she is doing. Their mindset will change. Now you take them to them. So I am glad there's this question that has come up, because I remember I used to plan it sometimes. Plan it sometimes. So I think that it has to start from a sample size, maybe a school. Maybe we choose Presec or a school that is in the outskirts, Bojesango Senior High School. We take them as a case study. We take them away from certain things like the social media. We let them engage more into books. What kind of books? Economics, philosophy, whatever books that we think that would help them. We give ourselves a period like a month, 3 months. We evaluate how are they doing. They don't have access to any internet. That is what they are doing. They are engaging. What they don't understand, we are giving them the answers. We do 6 months. We do a year. We will find some sort of success, 70% with them. Now they will begin to believe that they can do anything they put their minds to. I'm sure you are imagining what I'm saying.
Yes.
Now, when they do, we can now scale up, take another school. So for me, I believe it's mindset. We can get all the resources in the world. We can say we are giving you all the computers in the world. We can say if you don't have that positive change growth mindset,
All right. If we don't have that positive change growth mindset, I think the next word was going to be we will be worth nothing. So this has been a wonderful conversation with Michelle Ankra Pambour. She is the first chairperson of the APEC Ashanti region, the supervising team of the Ashanti Regional Student Representative Council. This has been DTC Official GH. It's been an amazing conversation right here. I want to know what you think about this conversation in the comment section below. And don't forget, we have a good list of reading materials on dtcofficialgh.com. Make sure you log on, read whatever you wish, and come here for the next episode. Thank you and have a wonderful time. Thank you so much for
thank
this.
you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you leave me, I can talk, sir. Hey, my boss has sent me.